Kanichi mina sensei! It's a me, BronySonici4 The Aqua and Mario fan here, and today I welcome you all back to another live stream, which is none other than the BronySonici4 The Aqua and Mario fan live Q&A Part 8. That's right, we're finally going to do another live stream. And that's crazy because I only have one day left until my birthday comes up. That's crazy. So guys, it looks like we now know the drill. So you can ask me any questions about what I do in the series and stuff. So yeah. And what's going on? American Angel. This better be good. I was just watching a funny reaction video. Oh, sorry about that, American Angel. My bad. Sorry, American Angel. I didn't know that you were watching funny reaction videos. I'm really sorry about that. But welcome to the live stream. Hi. Oh, hello, Gary. Welcome to the live stream. And then Angel says, "Nah, you're good." Whew. All right then. And wait, what's this? And oh, hello, guys. He's Puppy Aqua here, and today I welcome you all to this live stream. Jared. Hi, BronySonici4 Senpai. Happy early birthday, by the way. Aw, thank you, Jared, the Awesome Dude Studios. You're very sweet. Thank you. You are so sweet, Gary. Well, BronySonici4 Senpai, since that tomorrow is your birthday, I'm afraid it's about time that I have to go and get ready to get all four main characters of each series over here. All right, Puppy Aqua. Okay, be right back. All right. So yeah. Hey, guys, you might want to come on out for this. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Alright, BronySonici4 Senpai, I did it! I actually got all of the main characters out here. Alright then, and Gary says, "Good video, good." Aw, thank you, Gary, you're so sweet. And oh, hello guys! My name is Sonic the Hedgehog, from the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series. And I welcome you all to this live stream. Yeah, that's right, Sonic. And hello, everybody. My name is SpongeBob SquarePants series. No, SpongeBob SquarePants from the My Little Sponge of the Run series. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And today, I welcome you all to this live stream. Right you are, SpongeBob. Hello, guys. My name is Bart Simpson from the My Tiny Miracle Colorful Stage Simpson series. And today, I welcome you all to this live stream. Wow, Bart. Yeah, I know, Bart, but that's crazy. And hello, guys. My name is Sailor Moon from the My So Cute It Hurts Sailor Moon series. And today, I welcome you all to this live stream. And then Gary says, "Good, Sonic. Aw, thank you, Gary. You're awesome. And then SpongeBob says, Hey, Sonic and SpongeBob, how are you guys doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, SpongeBob SquarePants series SpongeBob. Yeah, and we're doing. Yeah, and I'm doing great as well, SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of me. Hehe. No, Angel says, Bart Simpson, do you have a secret crush? No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. Until then, yeah. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think that I have a secret crush or anything. No. I don't think so. Jeez, Bart, what's your deal? What is your deal, Bart? I told you, Sonic. I don't have a secret crush to anything, okay? Whatever. And then Nami says, May God take you. May God take you to your future, Brony. Aw, thank you, Nami. You're awesome. And then Jerry says, Aw, thanks, Gary. And then Gary hugs Jared. That's awesome. And can I ask some questions? Can I ask you a question? Oh yeah, you can ask me some questions, Nami. Thank you for asking. And hello guys! My name is Miku Hatsune, and today I welcome you all to this live stream. Hey, Miku! Ooh, how? Hey, Miku! Ooh, how are you doing? Aw, I'm doing great! Thank you very much, Bart! And then Nami says, What's your weight? That's a very good question, since to be fair, I do weigh at around 270 pounds. And also to be honest with you all, I'm actually 21 years old. But tomorrow I'm going to be 22. Because my birthday is tomorrow. And thank you for asking, Nami. You're very awesome. And then HR says, Happy birthday. Aw, thank you, HR. You are so sweet. And then Nami says, That's true. Yeah, it is. And then Gary says, Happy birthday. Aw, thank you. You are so sweet. You are so sweet, guys. And then Angel says, Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to say happy early birthday to you. No, you're fine. And also, thanks. You're very sweet. You're very sweet as well, Angel. And then HR says, Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Great work, man. Aw, thank you, HR. You are so sweet. Man. No. Nami asks if Nami says, Do you have any specific medical conditions? Oh, oh yeah. I only have at least, I only have I only have to take anger meds, and allergy meds, which are Zyrtec and Allegra meds. I have to take my Allegra medicine, then Zyrtec medicine, and my anger meds. So that's why. And then HR says, as, and then HR says, I love the characters. Aw, thank you. You are so sweet. Well, anyways, HR says, hey, that's not nice. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that question. I didn't know. I didn't know it wasn't nice. I'm sorry. I did not know that. Sorry. And then Angel says, do you or everyone know in the chat know what HR means? I'm not really certain, but anyways, HR says, no, not you, male. Male, the other guy. Oh, I see. And, wait, Nami says, oh no, I didn't mean it that way. No, you're just fine, Nami. I didn't know that my answer was that awful, but anyways. And then Gary says, okay. And then Nami says, we are from different countries. I can't understand how things are working out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how you feel. Well, because of this whichever situation I've been at, and then HR says it's okay. Yeah, it is okay, Nami. I mean, I totally understand. Like, I totally understand on how you can't seem to know where things are working out. Like, I totally get that you don't necessarily know how things are working out. I'm just saying. And then HR says, I've subbed. Aw, thank you. You're very sweet, HR. And then Gary says, yes, it's good to know. Oh, go in. And then HR says, yes, yeah, definitely. And then Angel says, question to Nami. Are you that kind of country? Are you that country? Are you that specific kind of country? And then HR says, nope. Okay then. Well, anyways, and then Jared says, who's ready for my live stream this Tuesday? I am. Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, I am as well. Yeah, I'm ready for the next live stream on Tuesday too. Ooh. And then Nami says, yes, I am from Turkey. I am from Turkey. Oh, okay then. It's cool. Well, and then Gary says, cool. Okay. And then Angel says, that's cool. And then HR says, 22 is a big number. Wait, 22 is a big number? Yeah, pretty much, but not as big as 100, to be honest. I'm just saying, like... Oh, for my birthday? Yeah, kind of. Like, I am turning older. Like, whenever I turned out to be older, whenever I keep on getting older and older, and then all of that stuff, that's when I'm an adult and all that stuff. So yeah. And then Nami says, "Hey, I'm Angel. How can you know that?" And then and then and then the next person says, "Oh, you can call me Justin." "Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Justin." And you're very awesome, Justin. And then Angel says, "Oh, okay, because I recognize the word ALAH." And then Justin says, "It's okay. All right then." And then Justin says, "It's the only name left." And then Nami says, "I'm so confused I can't tell what's right or what's wrong." And then Justin says, "I forgive you." Ooh. And then Jared says, "Yeah, that's very true." Yeah. Hey, oh, and Light Blue Yoshi, sir? What would you do if this yellow-haired fellow named Akita was my Barta's bodyguard? I mean, what would this fellow named Akita do if she was Barta's bodyguard in my series? Yes. Uh, I'm not so certain if this Akita girl is ever gonna be my bodyguard. Hmm. And then Justin says, "Can you dance? Can you have SpongeBob dance?" "Oh yeah, of course I can." "Oh yeah, it's the best day ever, best day ever. It's the best day ever." Oh. And then Angel says, "I didn't mean to offend you, Nami. I'm sorry if I did." And then Justin says, "Great dance moves." Oops. "Aw, thanks. You're very sweet, Justin." And then Jared says, "Hey, Joker Phantom Thief, where are you?" Ooh. I don't know where Joker Phantom Thief is yet, but oh well. And then Nami says, "Nope, made no problem, buddy. I have some questions I like to ask the streamer, but I don't want to offend him." Okay, okay, okay. You can have some questions, but I'm but I wouldn't be too offended. Oh, and then Justin says, "No," and P says, "No problem." Okay. And then Light Blue Yoshi says, "Probably the same job as me, protecting Bart from the villains and stuff." Yeah. Yeah. True. Because I am so because from what I've heard from Homer lately, it turns out that my version of Homer, for some reason, has actually about had it with all 6 of the My Colorful Stage Simpsons series villains going after his Bart for going after his version of Bart. And then Justin says, when will you have your next live stream? Oh, probably sometime next week because I usually do make live streams every week. So that's why. Ugh. Yeah, you got that right, Puppy Aqua, but I'm kind of worried that if this girl named Akita Neru turns out to be my bodyguard, I'm worried if she's going to be like this orange shirt fatty named Axel Stone who doesn't respect my dad's personality. Oh no, don't cry, Bart. I'm sure one of these days Akita Neru will be respectful to your father, unlike this orange shirt fatty named Axel Stone, who's always like, I'm gonna torture you, Sonic, because you ruined my life when you got punched in the eye by Goku. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's how bad Axel Stone really is. I mean, he's such a baby sometimes. Yeah, I know, Bart, but listen. No. The reason why I'm trying to wait for my turn to hope that Akita Neru doesn't turn out to be a bad guy, it's because I'm sick and tired. Because I'm not saying that, it's just that, I just don't want Akita Neru be a jerk like Axel Stone, like who for some reason always disrespects Homer all the time. Yeah, I get that, but still, Axel Stone is so fat. He's always doing a terrible job as a bodyguard for Sonic, don't you think? Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Yeah, I know. And also, Jared says, also, did you see my recent YouTube community post about the classic Turtles finally coming back? But this time as full-on characters. And what was your reaction? Be honest. When I first saw your post, I was like, what? No way. Really? You're gonna do the classic Turtles as full-on characters? That's awesome. I wonder if they'll ever end up being their good old class. I'm just saying, Jared. Like, I wonder if the classic Turtles ends up being the more recent design in the Ninja Turtles will ever get from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. I'm just saying, like I wonder if Harry or Jared the Hedgehog, I mean, is ever gonna make the classic characters come to life as the main characters' new design from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, where back when Donnie was more miracle enough to see better without glasses and stuff. I'm not trying to say that glasses are terrible or anything. No, glasses are not terrible. They are fine for the way they are. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, if the classic Turtles do end up becoming the new redesign of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series characters, I wonder, I might be like, what? Like, what if Donnie doesn't sound like Bart anymore? What? Are you serious? Are you saying that the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series Donnie is not going to sound like me anymore? But no, I don't mean it like that, Bart. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, I just don't know if the classic Turtles ever come back as full-on characters. Will the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, Donnie, ever have a new voice actor? Or in case his voice changes, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, good question. Oh, I see. Well, anyways. And then Angel says, no. And then And then Justin says, "What time is your live stream next week and what day?" Usually, whenever I get to it, my live streams are usually up to it upon every Wednesday. No, wait, I mean every Sunday, and then start live streaming on at around like hold on, at around like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or something. Just saying, like, you know. And then Axel Stone's like, "Ugh, stop calling me an orange shirt fatty. I'm wearing a white shirt. Thank you very much." Well, okay, Axel Stone. You didn't have to be a jerk about it, you stupid white shirt fatty. Nah, 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 nah. Good one, Puppy Aqua. You're awesome. Thanks. It's the least I can do for you, Bart, because this is what this white shirt fatty Axel Stone deserves. For always being nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard for Sonic. Yeah, true. And then Jared says, "No, the Mutant Mayhem designs are still the main designs. Don't worry. It's just the classic Turtles. It's just that the classic Turtles are from the other dimension. So that's why Bart is still going to voice Donnie, by the way." Oh, that's why. Okay. It makes a lot more sense, Jared. And then Gary says, "Boo, Axel Stone! Boo!" And then Justin says, "You have so many viewers." I know, right? And it was all thanks to you guys. And then Gary says, "Ugh, I hate Axel Stone." Yeah, tell me about it. He is nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard right now. Ugh. And then Justin says, 14 viewers is crazy. Right? And then Angel says, "Never mess with the orphans." Okay, then. No offense, Puppy Aqua, but Axel Stone is this white shirt fatty who's nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard to Sonic right now. Really? Yeah, he's such a fat yet white shirt doofus who's nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard. And then Delta Poster says, "Hey bud, I'm back. I haven't been here in a while, but you may or may not remember me." Oh yeah, I think I remember you, Delta Poster, and I welcome you back to this live stream again. And then Justin says, "For real means for real." And that's what I'm saying. Of course. That's right. And then Axel Stone says, "Arg! Don't you dare mock me." Well, it's true, Axel Stone. You're always a white shirt fatty who is nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard to Sonic Adventures, the series' version of Sonic right now, so suck it up. Ah, ah, ah. And that's what you also get for being nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard to Sonic, because he did not like that whatsoever, Axel Stone. Nah, nah, nah. And then Gary says, Axel Stone gets grounded. And then Jared says, and me, of course. And then Delta Poster says, I told you once that I got a girlfriend, my crush. She actually leave me, which sucks. Just wanted someone to tell. That's all. That's all I'm here for. Aw, that sucks. I'm really sorry for you, Delta Poster. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get your crush back one of these days. I just hope. And then Justin says, okay, I need to go. See you next Sunday. All right then. See you next Sunday, Justin. And then Sonic says, I know, right? He's so annoying. I know, right? Axel Stone is nothing but a terrible job as a bodyguard. Like, he's always a baby. Every time he's always like, I'm gonna protect you, Sonic Stone, because you ruined my life when you got punched in the eye. Wah, wah, wah. And then Angel says, Jared, and then Angel says, Jared, how dare you steal from the orphans? And then Jared says, what are you talking about? I never do that. Yeah, Jared never does that, so I wouldn't say that if I were you. And then Justin says, keep up your hard work and happy birthday. Aw, thank you, Justin. I will. Aw, thank you, Justin, and out of my way! We'll be taking over from here. Hello, losers! My name is Master Robotnik from the My Cute Little Shooting Star Sonic the Hedgehog series. And today, I finally got all of the main villains with me right now. Hello, losers. We're finally gonna take over this live stream. Yeah, that's right. Cause we're about to take over this live stream, all right. Yeah, tell me about it, Noid. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, and my name is Shadow Lily from the My So Cute It Hurts Sailor Moon series. Oh yeah, for sure. And then Gary says, stop it, Dr. Eggman, stop. Quit calling me Eggman. How many times do I have to tell you? My name is not Eggman. I am Master Robotnik. How many times do I have to say that? And then Light Blue Yoshi says, phew, good thing I'm a better bodyguard than Axel Stone. And then Axel Stone says, what? How dare you? And shut up, all of you, gosh. Hello, hey, BronySonici4 Senpai. Oh, hello, Joker Phantom Thief. Welcome to the live stream. Wait, you missed my comment? Wait, what did it say again? Oh, John Martin says, what? Who cares about your name? I do, because my name is Master Robotnik. Get it right, you stupid sorry excuse of a knockoff to Woody. Ho 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 ho. And then Sonic says, gosh dang it, villains. Yep, that's right. It's us, the villains. And today, wait, what? Oh my gosh! Luigi is still a fat green Big Mac! I know, right? He's always a fat green Big Mac, just like that three-headed fatty named the Weather, who for some reason is always like, I'm the Weather, and I'm an idiot for locking my own 3 sons and witching Wither Skeleton in the cooler for no reason. Where? Right? Yeah, that's what the Wither gets too. Yeah, and for all the times Luigi kept on stealing Mario's fun all the time too. Right? It's because of how much of a three-headed fatty the Wither is. Yeah, you can say that again. And then John Martin says, quit making fun of Luigi! No! Luigi deserves it for always being a fat, green jerk to Mario a lot all the time. Yeah, and for all the times the Wither has been a fat, 3-headed jerk to his own 3 sons, and around Witch and Wither Skeleton a lot all the time too. So suck it up, you stupid sorry excuse of a cowboy. And then John Martin says, what did you just call me? You hear us? A dumb, sorry excuse of a knockoff to Woody, and that's final. Ha 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 ha. And then Angel says, do you have thoughts of doing animation someday in the future? I'm not sure yet, but anyways, Sonic, oh no, it's John... Sonic, oh no, it's John Martin, run! What? No way! We're gonna teach that sorry excuse of a knockoff to Woody a lesson by saying this. Wait, what? Wait, oh my gosh! Bardock is so fat that he's a dumb sorry excuse of a father for always grounding Goku all the time? Oh my gosh! Bardock is so fat that he's nothing but a fat, green, sorry excuse of a father for always grounding Goku a lot all the time. Yeah, I know, right? Because that's what Bardock deserves for always being the worst father to Goku of the year ever. You get what I'm saying, Master Robotnik? Yeah, definitely. Wait. Boo, Dr. Egghead, and shut up, Sonic. What? How dare you say that to me? And then the Wither says, me too? And then John Martin says, I am not a knockoff to Woody, even though I'm a cowboy, but still, stop making fun of me. Okay, fine, whatever. Alright then, whatever. Gosh. Well, anyways. Wait, what? Bardock is still a fat, green, sorry excuse of a father to Goku all the time? And then Angel says, do you prefer Safe Sega or Horror Saga? In terms of canon stuff, I kind of prefer more of your more typical Safe Sega type of thing. Well, anyways, and then Woody and Friends as Woody says, stop comparing me to John Martin. Okay, gosh. Ugh. And then Sonic says, take that back, Gary. Yeah, you better take that back right now, because you know Sonic doesn't like it when you say shut up to him for no reason. And then Persona 5, the series, John Martin says, is, and I am coming to Persona 5, the series, as a Lego minifigure. Are you kidding me? Why did this Joker Phantom Thief decide on this? I have no idea. But I don't even know at this point. And then Gary says, "What the flip? Metal Sonic?" Ick. And then Joker Phantom Thief says, "It's because the action figure is expensive on the internet." And then Metal Sonic says, "Watch your mouth, Gary. Yeah, watch your mouth, Gary, because otherwise I'm going to do something to you, but which I don't know yet. But anyways." And then John Martin says, "For once, I agree with Metal Sonic. Watch your mouth." Wolf. And then Gary says, "Metal Sonic, shush! Hey, don't ever shush. No one shushes Metal Sonic. Not while I'm around, you jerk. Gosh." Oh, Metal Sonic says, "I wasn't talking to you, idiot. That's a SpongeBob reference, by the way." "Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Sorry. I wouldn't. I just leave him be, Master Robotnik. He's just not in the mood. Because of that stupid hero always ruining his plans for no reason. Ugh. That stupid hero is so stinky. Like, who wears the color blue on their cape? That's stupid. Yeah, right? I always hated that stupid hero's cape. Like, and then Metal Sonic says, "No, you shush. Stop shushing me or I will come after you." And then Gary says, no, and then Joker says, "Okay, no Shadow showed up, so I'm safe. And John Martin has a son named Jack Martin." No. And then Shadow says, "No one cares." I wouldn't say that if I were you." And then Gary says, "Green Metal Sonic?" And then Metal Sonic says, "What? I'm blue, not green, you dingus." "Yeah, he's blue, not green, you dingus, Gary." Oh, Persona 5, the series, John Martin. If these villains watch blue is the warmest color, I'm going to berserk. And then Metal Sonic says, "No, I was talking to John Martin." "Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Gary. Sorry. Jeez." And then Gary says, "Bad Metal Sonic?" Metal Sonic, "Bad Gary." Yeah. What? Bad Gary? More like Fat Gary for calling me Eggman all the time. Yeah. Fat Gary. 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 And then John Martin hog ties all the villains. And get out of here. We'll get you back for this. I am so sorry about this, Gary. Just don't listen to what Master Robotnik and all the other villains said. Well, anyways, guys, you may come on back over here now. Oh, I can't believe it. Ugh. I can't believe about what Master Robotnik tried to do. Ugh. I know, right? It's, yeah, jerk. And then and then Angel says, Metal Sonic. Yep, that's right. Oh my gosh. Hey, stop. Ugh. John Martin, I need your help right now. Because Shadow captured me. Oh, thank you, John Martin. You're my savior. And then Angel says, rough day, Sonic? Yeah, I've always been having a rough day ever since those dang villains showed up. No. Okay. Metal Sonic says, oh, you're just fine. And then Persona 5, the series, is Shadow. Let go of me, you woody knockoff. I wouldn't say that if I were you, Shadow, because you're kind of a jerk to John Martin all the time. And then Metal Sonic says, that made my day so much better. That made my day so much better. Good one, villains. Oh, yeah, no problem. And then Jared says, yeah, Gary, Metal Sonic is a jerk. Don't listen to him, okay, Gary? And then SpongeBob SquarePants J5 says, hey, I'm here. Oh, hello, SpongeBob J5. Welcome to the live stream. And then Mephiles says, Homer has a large butt. I wouldn't dare say that if I were you, because you know, the Simpsons series revival version of me's dad doesn't like that. So I wouldn't say that if I were you, Homer. Hey, I do not. Stop it, Mephiles. Yeah, Mephiles, stop it, or I will stick your tongue out. Mephiles says, Homer won't let Bart watch Banana Split's movie. Oh my gosh, shut up about that stupid movie, Mephiles. Gosh. You know what? I about had it with this. Oh, and John Martin, if you're watching this, please tie up Mephiles from Persona 5 the series as well, because Persona 5 the series, Mephiles is a jerk too, so he's annoying. What? Annoying? You dare call me annoying? Mephiles? Not another word. Shut up. Oh. And then SpongeBob, I'm right there on the tablet. I could see that at SpongeBob SquarePants J5. And then Persona 5 and then Mephiles says, stop it. And then Gary says, Mephiles, shut up. Good one, Gary. That's what Mephiles does. That's what Mephiles deserves for calling me Brat Bimson, jerk. And then Mephiles makes an evil clone out of Bart. Wait, what? Hello, Bart. I am evil clone of you. Oh no, not this again. Get out of here. And then Mel says, do you have a wolf? No. I only have a dog. And then Jam says, $1,000.0. I wouldn't do that if I were you, because that's a lot of money. So, no thank you. Sonic says, "Watch your mouth, Gary." Sonic says, "That's it. Get out of here." Punches Metal Sonic. Like, ah! Ugh, curse you, Sonic. I'll get you back for this, or else it's the last thing I do. No. There we go. Persona 5 The Series Eggman. And I almost forgot Maggie is a crybaby that only says waka waka waka. What is she trying to speak? Pac-Man language? Ho 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 ho! Hey, do not make fun of my little sister Maggie, you jerk. Otherwise, I will call Luigi back over here to strangle you, egg fatty. So nah 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 nah. Good one, Bart. That's what Eggman from Persona 5 The Series deserves. Yeah, true. Ugh. Ow! What just happened? I don't know, Sailor Moon, but for some reason, in Master Robotnik knocked us over and then tried to take over the live stream until John Martin saved the day by kicking out these dang villains. Well, that's good, Sonic, because I don't like this Shadow Lily person. He's my arch nemesis, and he's a jerk. And then Jam says, "Hey, you got Miku, right?" "Yep, I do. Ooh, I actually have her." And then Eggman says, "Why does Maggie speak Pac-Man language? Is she supposed to be like pacifier sounds? That's not even a pacifier sound. Hey! Just stop. Stop making fun of my little sister, okay? The reason why she does that is because BronySonici4 Senpai doesn't even know how to do pacifier sounds. And I'll let you know. I'll have you know, Eggman, that BronySonici4 Senpai is trying to do pacifier sounds for Maggie, okay? Just shut up, Eggman. Gosh. And then John Martin says, "Shut up." And then John Martin says, "No, I'm talking to the egg fatty." "Right? Thank you. You made my day so much better, John Martin." And then Mel says, "Hey, I hate Gary." "Me? How dare you?" punches Metal Sonic. And then Angel says, "Hey, Miku, do you ever get into fights with Sailor Moon?" No, not really. Yeah, because we're good friends, okay? Because we're actually good friends. So that's why we never get into fights. It's and all that stuff. Yeah, you tell me, Sailor Moon. And Miku, heh. And then Gary says, "Hate Metal Sonic." And then Metal Sonic says, "Ow, knock it off. I've been through enough today. Grrr." And then T3 says, "Is that Miku?" Yep, that's me, Hatsune Miku. I welcome you to this live stream. And then Gary says, "Boo, hate Metal Sonic." And then Metal Sonic says, "Oh, shut up, Gary." Jared the Hedgehog, "Hey, don't be rude to Gary, you jerk." And then And then Eggman says, well, John Martin needs to get alive. John Martin, stop. No, and then question mark says, stop making fun of my friend. And then Eggman says, who are you? And then question mark says, my name is Arthur Morgan. And then John Martin says, do you miss Teto, Miku? Yeah, I miss her, but I'm really hoping she could go to Seaside Ocean City one of these days. Yeah, I hope so too, Miku. Aww. And then Homer says, yeah, shut up, Eggman. Good one, Homer. Yeah, good one, Simpson Series Revival Dad. and then Teto says, oh my gosh, it's Miku. Hey, Teto, how are you doing? And the Metasonic says, okay, bring it on, Gary. Pushes Jared the Hedgehog aside. Metasonic punches. Gary punches, and then Metasonic punches angrily. Alright. Okay, guys. So here's our plan. We are just gonna head on up and deliver more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa, okay? Okay, good. Anyways, let's go. And then John Martin says, hold it, monster, Rumble. Give me your Scooby-Doo DVD. I'm going to rob Metasonics' place from Sonic Adventures the series. Teto. And then Teto says, I don't know why, but the Miku impression make me smile for absolutely no reason. It's because BronySonici4 Senpai doesn't have a female crewmate with him right now. So that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm voicing the female characters too. So that's why. And then Metasonic dodges and turns into Neo Metal Sonic. John Martin, 2 days left until Jared makes his live stream. Yep, that's right. Homer says, aw, thank you guys. Heh. No problem, Simpson Series Revival Dad. It's the least I can do for you. Heh. Yeah, and hey, Bart, is your little sister Lisa nicer? Yeah, why do you ask, Sonic? I'm just saying, Bart, it's just that I don't know what I'd do if your little sister Lisa was actually like this red fatty named Mario. Oh, don't worry, Sonic. My little sister Lisa is never like that red fatty Mario. So don't even worry. And then John Martin says, Team Metal Sonic from Sonic Adventures the series, get on the floor. I'm gonna rob you all. Steals all Team Metal Sonic's stuff, and then Metal Sonic says, no. Oh, no, there is no way I lost. I'm in my super form, and everything. Stomps foot angrily. And the Metasonic says, what? No! Oh, you are not... Get the heck out of here! And then John Martin says, Steel Monster Rumbles his stuff. Okay, now where did I... Oh, there she is. Is anyone talking about me? Or what? Oh, hey, Lisa. Long time no see. Oh, hey, Bart. What's going on? Oh, nothing much, Lisa. It's just that Sonic, for some reason, is just asking if if you are nicer or not. What? Of course I'm nicer, Bart. In the My Corval Stage Simpsons series, I'm always nicer. Unlike that red fatty Mario. Ooh. Ooh. And then John Martin says, I need this for my new house that I robbed from Eggman from Sonic Adventures the series. Monster Rumble. Give me back my Scooby-Doo stuff. And then John Martin says, this medieval times TV is mine. I need to watch that show. Steals it. And then Metal Sonic says, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm going home. And then Gary says, Black Metal Sonic? Oh, you do not want to know, because that Black Metal Sonic doofus, or whatever it's called, is actually named Metal Sonic 3.0. So that's why. And then John Martin steals the Metal Sonic's Xbox Series S. And then Metal Sonic says, no you're not, punches John Martin in the face. Ooh. And then Ed says, hello. Oh, hello, Ed. Welcome to the live stream. All right. John Martin dodges and steals it successfully. Oh, hello guys! My name is Lisa Simpson from the My Tiny Miracle Corval Stage Simpson series. And if you guys are wondering, no, I am not mean. I am just a nice girl. Unlike this red fatty Mario who's always a baby about it. Like, I'm after you, Bart, because you ruined my life when you said Sonic was better than the game version of me. Wah, wah, wah. And then John Martin says, oh, your alarm clock? You don't need this. It's mine. I gotta take it for my house. And then Ed says, do you have action figure sticks? No, I do not have stick figures, but thank you for asking. And then John Martin steals everything from Team Metal Sonic's home. Yeah, that's how bad Mario really is. I mean, he's just a baby sometimes. I know, Bart, but that's what Mario deserves for always going after the Simpsons series revival, Bart. Yeah, true. John Martin puts them all in my house. And then Angel says, you're making me hungry. Oh, I am? Well, sorry about that. Well, anyways. Alright, here's our plan. We're gonna head on out there and make sure we deliver all of the hatred stuff of Brock over here. Alright. Alright, let's do this. And, get out of my way, all of you! God! Hello, guys. My name is Mafia the Rabbit. And today, I am finally going to burn Homer's couch, Homer's stuff, and replace it with more Hello Kitty stuff. Right, guys? Ba 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 ba. Alright, guys, here's the plan. Today, we're finally going to... and then Angel says, can you put me on timeout for 10 minutes? Okay. Alright. I'll put user in timeout for 10 minutes. Alright. think I did it. And John Martin says, and I just deleted your save file on Team Sonic Racing Metal Sonic from Sonic Adventures the series. Ease. And then Gary got so scared, oh my gosh. And then Sonic says, it's okay, Gary, I got this. Punches Metal Sonic. Ow! Can you make Miku the I want to cry for me trend? Okay. How about that? So, how about that? Is it good or terrible? Well, I'm sorry if it's terrible, but it's the best I could do for now, unfortunately. And then John Martin says, and now Metal Sonic's stuff is mine. John Martin, and I sold your team for $1, Metal Sonic from Sonic Adventures the series. And then Ed says, it's good. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. And all right, Fred and Vincent. Today's the day where we can finally deliver more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa. Ho 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 ho. Mafia Fred and Vincent delivers even more Hello Kitty stuff to the Simpsons series revival Lisa. Ho 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 ho. This is going to be so funny. When the Simpsons series revival Lisa sees this stuff, she is going to be so happy. Ho 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 ho. And then John Martin says, hold it right there, Mafia the Rabbit. Huh? John Martin? It was you meddling around here. You see, I'm trying to... What? John Martin, give me your glasses. Wait, what? No! You're not touching my glasses! Mafia the Rabbit punches John Martin. Yeah! Don't ever take my glasses! Ugh! And then John Martin aims a gun at Mafia the Rabbit. Guys, duck! Ho 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 ho! You missed! Ho 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 ho! Come on, guys! Let's go! We gotta give more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa before it's too late. And then Homer says, "Oh no, you are not! Hi-ya! Wait, what? Fred, Vincent, attack the white shirt fatty who always steals Lisa's fun all the time." And then Fred and Vincent attacks Homer to give Homer what he deserves for always calling that green fatty Luigi all the time. And then John Martin steals Mafia's glasses. Ow, my glasses! I can't see! Fred, Vincent, get them back for me! And then Fred and Vincent knocks out John Martin, and then Fred and Vincent gives Mafia his glasses back. Thank you, Fred and Vincent. You did it. And then John Martin says, nope. Well, you're too late, because I already have my glasses back. So, Fred and Vincent, what do you say we give more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa from the Simpsons series revival? Ho 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 ho! All right. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, giving more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa. Alright guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3! And then Mafia friend Vincent. And then Mafia friend Vincent delivers even more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa. And then Metal Sonic says, "No, you imbecile! Rah!" And then Persona 5, the series, John Martin says, "To make me a deal, Mafia the Rabbit, you gotta give me your allowance." My allowance money? No way! You're not doing that. And then Gary says, no, you're haywire, so get out of here. Punches in the face. Oh, all right. Metal Sonic, shh. Okay, well, guess what? We're gonna continue. We're gonna give more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa in 3, 2, 1, go! Go! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ho! Take that, Homer! This is what you get for calling that green fatty Luigi all the time! Ho! Ba 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 ba. This is my revenge on you, Homer, for always calling that green fatty Luigi all the time. Ho! And then John Martin steals Mafia the Rabbit's money. Hey! Don't steal my money! Oh my gosh! Vincent, knock him out for me! Ba 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 ba! Vincent knocks out John Martin, and then Fred gives Mafia the Rabbit his glasses back. And then John Martin says, I should keep this money to buy. And then Homer dodges Fred and Vincent, punches Fred and Vincent. Oh my gosh. Do I have to do everything myself? You know what, Homer? Your daughter Lisa was right. You're always calling that green fatty Luigi a lot, and also, you're kind of a dumb, sorry excuse of a father for always calling that green fatty Luigi all the time. Ho, 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 ho. And then John Martin spends it. Oh no! Mafia the Rabbit steals all of John Martin's stuff and then sells it for $100. Persona 5, the series, John Martin breaks Mafia the Rabbit's glasses. No! Ow! I can't see! Fred, Vincent, give me new glasses. Ba 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 ba. And then Vincent finally brings Mafia some new glasses. Oh, thank you, Vincent. You're awesome. And then John Martin says, I can bring it all back by snapping my fingers. Snaps fingers. Well, you're too late, because I already sold, because Fred and Vincent, for some reason, have actually sold all of your old stuff for $1 billion, so they can finally get me new glasses. Thank gosh. And then Jared says, also, I gave Jared the Hedgehog a new hat update. I'm going to reveal it in this Tuesday's live stream, so stay tuned for that, everyone. Oh yeah, I will. And L Rabbit. Hey, watch your gosh dang mouth, Gary. Otherwise, I'll draw you in the face. Otherwise, I'll draw on your face to make it look like mine. Ho 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 ho. Mafia the Rabbit draws on Gary's face. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, that's what you get. And then Angel says hi. Oh, hello, John Martson. Welcome. Oh, I meant hello, Angel. Sorry, I'm stupid. Hey, hello. And then John Martson steals Mafia the Rabbit glasses and punches Fred and Vincent, throws Mafia the Rabbit, and rebuys my stuff. John Martson, I'll get you back for this. Ugh. 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 This live stream's getting worse and worse by the minute. Yeah, I know, Sonic, but that's just how the comments are. Yeah, Sonic, just try to relax, okay? Yeah, I know. Ugh. Well, guys, I better head on back home. So bye. Bye, Lisa. Ugh. And then John Martson says, and I got Mafia the Rabbits' cash to buy more stuff. Buys more stuff. And then American Angel says, same. Sorry I asked you to put me on timeout. I just wanted to see how that works, because I'm new at this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Homer says, take that and get out of here. Mafia punches Mafia. Homer, we will get you back for this, and we will give your daughter more Hello Kitty stuff if it's the last thing we do. Mephiles says, hey, Puppy Aqua, I hope you play Yandere Simulator. Ho, 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 ho. Mephiles? No, I am not playing that stupid game. It's immature, and you're so fat you're always too stupid to understand that Yandere Simulator is the dumbest game who, for some reason, is immature, containing fear and inappropriate stuff. When are you ever going to learn that, you dumb sorry excuse of a monstrosity, Mephiles? Nah, 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 nah. Good one, Puppy Aqua. You're awesome. Thanks. And then John Martin says, I hate Ayano. Yeah, me too. Ugh. Ugh. Gosh, this live stream's getting worser and worser by the minute every gosh dang time. I know, right? Tell me about it. Ugh. And then Angel says, Mephiles? I just got new glasses. All right. Oh my gosh, Luigi is a fat green butt face? And oh my gosh, the Wither is a fat three-headed Big Mac to his own three sons, Enderal, Witch, and Wither skeleton all the time? Ha 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 ha! Also, Jared says, also, BronySonici4 Senpai, I got new polymer clay from the store where everything was $5, and I absolutely love it so much. So much better than the ones from the store that starts with a W. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. Oh, But it's the least I can do because I tried, like, usually I try everything. Like, to be fair, it, I actually made it, the Noids' bunny ears out of Palmer clay and his goggles out of Palmer clay. Then I made his glasses out of clay. And I also made the Noids' goggles out of Palmer clay and light gray felt. So that's how I made the Noid as a custom figure. For the same way I did for his teeth, but out of Palmer clay too. So yeah. And then no wait. And then Gary says, L Shadow Lily. And then John Martin says, and the coffin game has sibling romance? Ew. And then Gary says, What the flip? Shadow Lily? Watch your gosh dang mouth, Gary. You need to learn to shut up and stop interrupting me when I'm trying to teach the Wither a lesson for treating his own 3 sons, Ender Owl Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot so many times. Ugh. And then Jared the Hedgehog says, ha ha ha, good one, Puppy Aqua. Thanks, I guess. And then Angel says, you got 11 thumbs up? No, I actually got 10 thumbs up from what I can see. And then Gary says, what the flip, Shadow Lily? What the flip, Shadow Lily? Watch your mouth! Ah! And then Eggman says, I hate people except for the villains because I'm the they don't play coffin game. Yeah, right? And then Soul Troop says, Lingong go Phil watch a Lingongoon? Okay, I guess. No. And then Jared says, yeah, no spamming, okay, everyone? No. Yeah, no spamming, because I don't like it when people spam, because the way that we have to spam comments all the time is annoying, trust me. And then John Martin says, hey Sonic, the coffin game has sibling romance. Yeah, I know, because I don't play that game. I'm never ever gonna play that stupid game because it's rated M for mature, containing fear and inappropriate language. So yeah, I mean inappropriate stuff. So yeah. Hi. Oh, hello, Venti. Welcome to the live stream. And Venti says, aw, your Miku figure is so cute. Aw, thank you, Venti. Thank you, Venti. I had this figure ever since episode 3 of the My Tiny Miracle Corporal Stage Simpsons series. So that's why. Well, anyways. And then John Martin was like, how did you know that? I know that because I've heard a lot of people say coffin game contains sibling romance. Ugh. And then John Martin says, is that part of the lore? I think so, but I never played that game at all. And then Venti says, where do you get the Hatsune Miku figures? Online shopping? Yes. I only got Miku for this application titled AliExpress. Yes. from this. Oh, I only bought this Miku figure from this application titled AliExpress. So that's how I got her since then. And believe it or not, she was like $35. Just saying, like with like Hatsune Miku, like that Miku figure was like $35, if not $40 with tax. And then Angel says, which villain would you prefer the safest? Bowser or Thanos? Well, I'm going to have to say Bowser, because Bowser is usually the one who usually, because Bowser doesn't snap his fingers to erase existence and stuff. Only Thanos does that. And then John Martin says, even I saw the Simpsons series revival play that coffin game, Sonic. Scroll up in the live chat. Someone is talking about gooning. Oh, no. I wouldn't dare say that if I were you, because you know the Simpsons series revival, Lisa, doesn't like it when people accuse her of doing stuff she didn't even do. So don't even ask that. And then Gary says, Al, Shadow Lily, Al. Shut your gosh dang mouth, Gary, or I will choke you to death. And also, the Wither is a fat three-headed jerk. All he ever does is just treat his own three sons, Ender, Owl, Witch, and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot for no reason all the time. And on top of that, the Withers' three sons were actually trying to do their own father, like, what am I kidding? Ender, Owl, Witch, and Wither Skeleton were just doing their father, the Wither, a favor. Like, why? Why is the Wither a fat three-headed jerk about it? Like, I'm the Wither, and I still smell like a fat three-headed jerk to my own three sons, Ender, Owl, Witch, and Wither Skeleton, and for doing me a favor. Wham, wham, wham. The Wither is such a fat three-headed butt face for not accepting his own three sons' favor at all. Right? Same thing with Luigi. Luigi would never, ever accept Mario's favor, all because of how much of a fat green Big Mac Luigi is. Right? Ugh. Hold on. And then Ed says, hi. Oh, hello, Ed. Welcome to the live stream. Now, let's see here. Where is it? Where is she? Like Malvez, like Maria Vanquez, he said, Ed, Kim Kong, can you time him out for 10 minutes? Where is Kim Kong? Like, whatever, I don't have time for this. But anyways. And then Gary says, no, wait. And then John Martin says, I hate villains. Yeah, me too. And then Gary says, El Shadow Lily, shut up! And then Jared says, geez, that's a lot of money. And then Tin says, are you? And then 10650 says, are you single? Yeah, I'm single, so yeah. Wait, hold on. Are you single? Yes, I am single. Thank you, I guess. Sonic says, yeah, boo, Shadow Lily. Shut up, you stupid hero. I am trying to teach the Wither a lesson for treating his own 3 sons, Enderal Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot so many times. Just shut up, you stupid hero stealer. Wah, wah, wah. Where? Okay. Maria Vanquez is the one who said it. That's right, American Angel. And then Gary says, boo! Boo, Shadow Lily! Boo! Hey! Stop it. I'm not taking anybody's fun. This is supposed to teach the Wither a lesson. Giant Iron Steve. Hey, leave my boss alone, you stupid head. I'm going to stop you right there, you giant silver chrome fatty Giant Iron Steve. I'm not taking anybody's fun. This is supposed to teach the Wither a lesson for treating his own 3 sons, Enderal Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot so many times. How many times do I have to tell you that, you giant silver fatty, Giant Iron Steve? Wah, wah, wah. Okay, where's Maria Vanquez? Okay. Oh, here we go. Put user in timeout for at least... All right. John Martin says, for once... And then Luca says, aw, hello, Shadow Lily. Hello, Luca. At least you're way better than that 3-headed fatty, the Wither. And then John Martin says, is for once I like the Wither. Why are you saying hi to a villain? And then John Martin says, I actually feel bad for the Wither being roasted by Shadow Lily. And then the Wither says, thank you. Finally someone likes me better than that stupid blue fatty wolf Shadow Lily. Yeah, shut up, Shadow Lily. I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Wither. I'm not taking anybody's fun. This was supposed to teach you a lesson for treating your own 3 sons, Enderal Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot so many times, Wither. Just shut up, you fat 3-headed Big Mac. Wither. Ah! John Martin, shut up, Shadow Lily. And then Luca says, oh, what's wrong, Shadow Lily? Luca, you're not going to believe this, but the Wither has treated his own 3 sons, Enderal Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot for no reason all the time. That's why I hate the Wither, because the Wither is so fat that he's always a Big Mac for always treating his own 3 sons, Enderal Witch and Wither Skeleton, like garbage a lot for so many times for no reason. That's why That's why I'm upset, Luca. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ain't Shadow Lily. Same thing with me. That green fatty Luigi and his stinky minions, Peach and Daisy, are always stealing Mario's fun a lot for no reason. Right? Oh. And then Joker says, "Where are you getting the Big Mac jokes from?" Well, Joker, I was the one who got the Big Mac jokes from Bill from Violet first when he first came on over to Jared's live stream and stuff for calling Mario a Big Mac. That's why. And then Angel says, "Why do you wear glasses?" Oh. Oh. Well, ever since it happened. It's because my eyesight was kind of cursed was kind of cursed real badly ever since the COVID days. So that's why I'm wearing glasses right about now. Well, anyways, Jared the Hedgehog says, "Hey, I have an idea. You should just lock the live stream room door where they won't come, because that's what I'm going to do this Tuesday. So that way the villains won't ruin my live stream." Oh, I never thought of that. Maybe I should do that one day. Hehe. And then Luca says, "I subscribed." Aw, thank you, Luca. You're so sweet. And then Joker says, "I watched Violet first before." And then Jared says, "Me too, Joker Phantom Thief. That was very funny." "You okay?" says American Angel. "Are you okay?" says Angel. "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just having allergies, that's all." And then Shadow the Hedgehog says, "Oh, shut it. Puppy Aqua has no arms." What? Hey, I do have arms. They're actually blue puppy paws for my hands, you idiot. Gosh. Wither, "Yes, you are. Now I don't want to have this conversation ever again." And then the Wither says, "Yes, you are. Now shut up and get out of here, because I don't want to have this conversation ever again." "Oh, whatever, you fat three-headed sorry excuse of a boss to his own three sons, Ender, a witch, and Wither skeleton. Gosh." Ugh. And then Vinny says, "Hi." And then Gary says, "Hi, Vinny." And then Jared says, "Hi, Vinny." And then Joker says, "I think Jared played Halo on the Xbox." And then Jared says, "Yeah, I did, but only one Halo game." I think that's Gary's favorite word to say at Shadow Lily. Stop saying WTF. That's an abomination, and watch your mouth. Ugh. I know, right? Tell me about it. "Are you okay, BronySonici4 Senpai?" "Yeah, I'm fine, Jared." I just have allergies, that's all. Anyways. The wither is... No, wait. Sorry, I meant ahem. Luigi is still a fat green Big Mac? Violet first was good until Tony Tornado exposed the team to cause to the end their to end their YouTube world because of Tony Tornado said that they steal ideas. Well, that's stupid. Tony Tornado is a jerk. Just saying. I'm sure you don't understand Indonesian songs. DFT Shadow Lily. Stop saying that. And then Jared the Hedgehog says, yeah, you should do that next Sunday. Yeah, hopefully I could do that next Sunday so these dang villains don't show up. Ah! Do not say dang villains to us. And then John Martin says, you live stream every Sunday? Yes, I am, John Martin. Yes, I am. Yeah, I know how you feel, Shadow Lily. It's just that, Luigi is just so fat that he's always stealing Mario's fun all the time. Right? He never even lets Mario watch the Super Galaxy movie. Right? I mean, what kind of a fat green Big Mac is Luigi to not let his own little brother Mario watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie? I mean, come on. First, Luigi spanks Mario a lot in episode 40 of the Simpsons series Revival. Well, then Luigi says, no more fireworks every July. Then he said no trick-or-treating for every Halloween. Then he said, and no Mario movies for every Thursday, and now he said that we're not allowed to watch the Mario Galaxy movie? That's stupid. Yeah. What kind of a monster is Luigi to steal all of the fun? Right? It's because Luigi is so fat that he's always a jerk to Mario all the time. Right? Ugh, tell me about it. It's just that Luigi is so fat that he's always stealing Mario's fun all the time. And then Allie says, what's that behind you? Oh, that's just my bundle collection of figures, but thank you for asking. Well, anyways, John Martin says, villains, if you are watching this, I am not from Yandere Simulator. I am from Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I know. Ooh, I didn't say you're from Yandere Simulator. Jeez. Ugh. And then Angel says, I'm going to have to go now because it's 10 p.m. at my place. And need to go to bed to rest up to go to the doctor's tomorrow. But I'll wish you again a happy birthday for tomorrow, that is. Aw, thank you, Angel. You're very sweet. Thank you for reading my comment. It's no problem, Allie. And then Gary says, Shadow Lily, you're grounded. No, I'm not. You're not my dad. Just shut up. Ugh. And then John Martin says, happy early birthday, BronySonici4 Senpai. Aw, thank you, John Martin. You are so sweet. You know, what is up with these stupid comments I'm reading? And then Joker says, this is another Go Animate reference. Oh, Go Animate is disgusting. Like, why do you keep grounding us all the time? Right? They're not your father, you know. Professor White Sukune is. Yeah, I know. That's what I kept telling them, but they didn't believe me. Oh, Yeah, I know, but they're just idiots for that. Don't. Oh, wait. And then Allie says, what is your favorite food, BronySonici4 Senpai? Oh, my favorite food is pizza. Pizza. Pepperoni pizza, to be more specific. Hey, BronySonici4 Senpai, was that a Go Animate reference? It's, oh, you mean the you're grounded, grounded, grounded type of deal? Yes, it was. 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 Well, anyways. Allie says, what's your favorite food? Food, BronySonici4 Senpai. Oh, that's a good question, Allie. My favorite food is pepperoni pizza. My favorite food is pepperoni pizza. There we go. And then Mask Lady says, cool figurines. Aw, thank you, Mask Lady. You're awesome. And then Gwendolyn says, do you have Demon Slayer or stuff? No, I do not. And then Gary says, boo, Shadow Lily. Oh, shut up, Gary. No more of this boo. And then Allie says, I don't understand what you're saying, but I can feel your heart and your feelings. Aw, thank you. You are so sweet, Allie. And then M Zuki says, dude, those figurines are so amazing. Aw, thank you. You are so sweet. Eat M Zuki. Wait, what? Luigi is still a fat green jerk to Mario a lot for no reason at all. That is so funny, because that's what Luigi deserves. John Martson drives to Professor White Tsukone's house and seeing a billboard that he has the Noid on it and crashes the car. John, and then John Martson rages at the billboard. What? Hey, get out of here, you stupid cowboy! And then Professor White Tsukone punches John Martson out of his face. And then Jared says, I really hope you get the Flying Tails figure for your birthday tomorrow so you can use him as a cameo character in the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series. Yeah, I hope so too, Jared, because I have not used the cameo character of Tails in a very long time. Ever since the My Colorful Stage Simpsons series came to life as a cameo titled The Simpsons Series Revival Tales. So that's why. And then Persona 5 the series Shadow throws Bart to play Coffin Game. Ah! I am not playing that dumb game. Get out of here. Bart kicks out Persona 5 the series Shadow. And then Shadow says, what about you, ugly Miku? Throws her to play the Coffin Game. What? Shut! Oh, come on! Stop that! You know what? You know what? No, we're not playing that dumb game. Both Bart and Miku kicks Persona 5 the series Shadow out of here. Now that's what you get, Shadow, and we're not playing that dumb game. You understand that? Yeah, so stop making us play that dumb game. Ugh. Because it's rated... Wait, Jared says, my favorite food is pizza too, so we have something in common. Yeah. Yeah, we do, Jared. And then Mephiles says, is, and then Mephiles says, Sonic, you called John Martin. No, I don't. Just shut up, and get out of here, Mephiles. Get out of here, or I will strangle you. No, otherwise I'll use my flashlight to shoot you. To shoot you at it with it, Mephiles. And then Allie says, you don't have breakfast first? My mom cooked potatoes and gave me pandag style chili sauce. I came from beautiful in Indonesia. Greetings, be polite, okay? Oh, don't worry. I'm always polite. I'm trying, or at least I'm trying to be polite because. And then Shadow says, hey, Sonic, there is something on your face. No, there's not. No, there isn't. It's just my mouth, you dingus. What? And then Shadow says, it's poop. I pooped on your face because you didn't play the coffin game. Shadow, you are on my last nerves. Ugh. Sonic takes a bath to clean him, to have a clean body. You know what, Shadow? I'm about to call John Martin back over here to kick you out. And that includes you, all of the Persona 5 the series villains. Ugh. And then Bart calls John Martin over to kick out all of the Persona 5 the series villains. Hey, I'm Bart. Hey, Bart, you're a brat. No, I'm not. In fact, I actually called John Martin over here to kick you out. To kick you and all of the other Persona 5 the series villains out of here. John Martin says, get out! And then Shadow says, fine. And then Allie says, what is the photo behind you? And then, wait, that is the poster my grandma had, so that's why. And then Eggman says, yeah, that was kind of cruel. And then Mephiles says, yeah, we're out of here. Ugh. Fine, we're out of here too. Ugh. Same with me. Ugh. Oh, finally, those dang villains are out of here. And then Sonic just got done taking a bath. Oh, finally. Now don't ever poop on my face again, Shadow, or I will strangle you in the face. Oh. Yeah, now that's for sure. And then Jared says, also, I am so sorry for your loss of your grandpa. Rest in peace, BronySonici4 Senpai's his grandpa. Aw, thank you, Jared. Thank you. You are so sweet, Jared. You're very sweet. Persona 5, this series, Shadow, throws out everyone. You called John Martin! What? Oh, come on, Shadow! Can you please just get out of here? And then Jared says, anytime, BronySonici4 Senpai, anytime. And then Persona 5, the series, Shadow says, that's what I thought. Play the coffin game. No, we're not playing the coffin game. Just get out of the live stream. Listen up, bub. We are not. Hold on. What? And then Jared says, yeah, Gary, BronySonici4 Senpai lost his grandpa, and that was very sad. I know. It is very sad because I went on over to the funeral with my family to celebrate the to have the celebration of life for my grandpa, so that's why. And then Shadow says, try me, Sonic. Try me, you stupid hedgehog. Shadow, I am a couple of seconds away. Wait. And then Allie says, can you come out so I can see the view of your country? I don't think so, but maybe someday. And then Sonic says, Shadow, don't you dare make him angry. Yeah, Shadow, don't ever make me angry. Because if you make me angry one more time, I will... Sonic, you're fat. That's it. I am calling John Marston back over here again. No. Hello, who's this? John Marston, you're not gonna believe this, but Shadow is at it again, except this time, he's calling me fat for making me angry. What? Oh, heck no. I am on my way right now. Okay, bye. And then John Marston says, get out of here, Shadow. And then Sonic, oh boy, you shouldn't have done that, you idiot. Yeah, now that's what I thought, Shadow. That's what you get for calling me fat all the time. Persona 5 the series, Shadow. Ugh. 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 Oh my gosh. What is wrong with the Persona 5 the series version of Shadow? I know, right? He's just a jerk. All he ever does is just... Oh. And then Allie says, I love all countries, even though we are different countries. He's Beni Hika Taguwa Ika. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. And then Allie says, the meaning of... No, wait. Persona 5, the series Shadow. Okay, I'll go. And then Sonic says, I'm watching the live stream in my house with my friends today, BronySonici4 Senpai. Oh, that's nice, Sonic. Thank you. And then Persona 5, the series, John Marston says, in the past live stream, I was the one who threw Ayano to space. Peace. Thank you, because that's what Ayano deserves. Ugh. Yeah, tell me about it, Bart. And then Allie says, the meaning of Benica and Tungal Ika is different, but still united. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Well, anyways. Ugh. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Those dang villains are really getting on my nerves. Yeah, tell me about it, Sailor Moon. Ah. And then Jared says, yeah, BronySonici4 Senpai, I came with the name Livestream Room for my live streams. So that's why Jared the Hedgehog says, Livestream Room, BronySonici4 Senpai. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Persona 5, the series, Eggman. That says that drink. I want that drink. Is there that drink in there? No, Eggman. I am not giving you that. There is no alcohol in here. Ugh. And then Sonic says, what? Yeah, he said that Persona 5, the series Eggman, said that he wanted this drink titled beer. I'm not doing that. That's alcohol. Oh. And then Gary says, Eggman fat. Yeah, that's what he deserves. And then Persona 5, the series, breaks Sonic TV. Persona 5, the series, Eggman breaks Sonic's TV. Hey, do not break his TV. That costs a lot of money. And then Allie says, even if you read other comments, it doesn't matter to me. Oh, okay. And then Persona 5, the series, Eggman says, I'm playing Pimpkin, and it says beer on it. Oh, shut up, Egg Fatty. Gosh. And then Sonic laughs. Yeah. Hey, Sonic from BronySonici4 breaks his TV. Hey, how dare you do that, Eggman? You know, you are a couple of seconds away from making me call John Martin over here to beat you up, Eggman. What? Sonic breaks his TV. Sonic breaks his TV. That is it, Eggman. You are gonna get me into calling John Martin. Hello, John Martin. It's me, Sonic, and Eggman for some reason is breaking my TV. And on top of that, it was Persona 5, the series version of Eggman, who for some reason's been breaking my TV all the time. So can you please get him out of here? Yeah, sure. I'll be on my way to defeat that egg fatty from Persona 5, the series. And I'll see you there. Alright, bye. 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 And then Sonic says, yeah, fat Eggman. And then Dr. Eggman says, hey, don't say that to me. And then John Martin says, get out of here, Eggman. There is no beer in TVs. And then Eggman breaks John Martin's TV. And then Allie says, aren't you tired from shouting all the time? Yeah, kind of. And then John Martin says, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? That's it. Eggman, from Persona 5, the series, get out of here. There's no beer in this live stream. And if you want that drink of alcohol you speak of, get out of the live stream. Gosh. And drink that load of hooey alcohol somewhere else, man. I'm really sick and tired of this. You know what? Get out of here, Eggman. Sonic punches Persona 5, the series, Eggman out of here. And then Allie says, you don't take a shower? Wait, you don't take a shower? What? Of course I take a shower. I shower all the time. So, yeah. And then Eggman says, looks at Homer, do you have beer? Eggman says, don't make the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series version of Sonic angry, okay? Because he's a good friend of mine. And then Gary says, cute Sonic. Aw, thank you. You're awesome, Gary. And then Homer says, no, I don't drink that drink, and it's not good for you. So get out of here, Eggman. And then, no, wait. Persona 5 the series Eggman says, "Well, it's the 20th Century Fox version of you drinks it." Oh, really? Then get out of here. Sonic and Homer both punch Eggman in the face. He needs to kick out Persona 5 the series Eggman out of the live stream for good. And then Homer says, "Yeah, the network's version of me does." And then Persona 5, the series Eggman says, "Okay, you stupid brats, I'll go." Good. Now don't ever come back again, you stupid, pathetic egg fatty. Gosh. And then John Martin fixes the TV. Oh, great. Now my TV is destroyed. I know, right? What kind of a monster is Eggman to just break the TV for no reason? And then John Martin says, "Stupid egg fatty, broke my TV for no reason over beer. Ugh." And then Sonic closes his teeth. "Don't you ever call Sonic a brat. You got that?" And then Ali says, if you were bullied, what do you do?" Usually, whenever I get bullied, I usually tell the boss, or like I usually tell their boss on them, and then let him know that hey sir manager, one of your employees are bullying me. And then Persona 5 the series John Martin fixes all of the TVs from the My Cute Little Shooting Star Sonic the Hedgehog series. Thank you, John Martin. Thank you. You're awesome. Ugh. And then Jared says, "Yeah, well, I get used to bullies. I usually just ignore them and not let it get to me." And then Ali says, "If that happened to me, I would answer, 'Oh, there are chocolate people.' I would reply, 'Chocolate is sweeter than flour.'" Oh, okay then. That's good, I guess. And and then Joker says, "I am recruiting another character. Why does John Martin take all the spotlight? I'm the main character in the series." Yeah, I know, Joker, but I guess that's just how he is. Ugh. And then Gary gives me a thumbs up. Aw, there, you are so sweet. And then Ali says, "I will learn salute if my friend is bullied." Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then. And Oh, fuck! Take at that, all of you! Oh. Mario Sugano! Why do you keep doing this? Because I am finally back to a talk about the 90s again. Oh, no. We are not going to go through this again. Oh, yes, the 90s. The 90s was so phenomenal that the gamer version of Amiga's consoles has finally dominated the daylights out of the gamer version of a user's consoles. What and why? Because the gamer version of a user's consoles are dead. And then Jared says, I hate getting sick. It's not fun at all because you can't make any videos if you get sick. Yeah, true. True, very true. Because I got sick before too. And then Allie says, I have liked and subscribed for you to become a YouTuber. Aw, thank you. You're very sweet. And then John Martin says, well, if you want Bart, then head on out there and go to Alaska for Pete's sake. Oh, fine, I will. And don't come back. Thank you, John Martin. That Mario guy from the Mike Horville stage Simpson series is really getting annoying. Yeah, tell me about it. Huh. And Sonic says, also Red, yes, I am a good guy, and I would never ever steal your eggs at all. And then Red says, oh, okay, I'll trust you better than the stupid green pigs. Ugh. I know. Oh, what the heck is going on here? I know, right? It happens like this every time. And then Gary says, El Mario? Really? That's really funny. That's what Mario Sugano gets for talking about for making fun of me for telling me about the 90s all the time. I don't like it whenever people talk about the 90s. Wait, they talk to you about the 90s? Yes, and I don't like it when people do that. Oh, is that why Mario Sugano's talking about the 90s to make fun of you a lot, Sonic? Yes, because he's always trying to mock the game version of me all the time. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Well, let's just hope that this fellow named Mario from the Simpsons series revival doesn't say the 90s again. Yeah, I hope not either, because that would have been so stupid of me if the Simpsons series revival Mario actually did continue talking about the 90s again. Ugh. I know, right? Ugh. And then Joker says, if they do it, I'm going to rage mode. And then Allie says, I was sick for 4 days in March. It was a long time ago. Aw, I'm really sorry to hear that, Allie. And then Gary says, yes, I totally get what you mean. Right? When is Mario Sugano ever going to learn? Like, he needs to learn. He needs to learn that it's not cool of him to just talk about the 90s to Sonic, because I'd swear that if he ever talks about the 90s to Sonic is going to get so mad. And then Mario from the Simpsons series revival says, ho 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 ho, don't worry, I will bring back the 90s joke again. and never stop talking about that. Persona 5 the series, Mario. I am one of Shadow's minions, and you were rude to Shadow. Oh yeah? Then zip your gosh dang mouth, fatty Mario. Fat Mario, fat Mario, fat Mario, fat Mario, fat Mario. Wait. Did you read my previous comment rather than the Mario one? Yes, I did. It was about Sonic talking to Red, and that Sonic is actually a good guy, but not a villain who steals eggs or something. But yeah, that's what I read. So yeah. And then Persona 5 the series, Mario says, "Stop calling me fat! No, that's what you deserve. For all of the times when Shadow kept on throwing us out." And then Persona 5 the series, Luigi says, "I am also one of Shadow's minions too." No, the one where Sonic and Red punches the King Pig one. Oh, well, I better search that up. No. Nope. Unfortunately, no. I haven't seen that one comment where it was about Red punching King Pig. I meant no. I have not seen that one comment where Sonic and Red punched King Pig. I did not see that. I did not see that in any of those comments. Oh no, not this time. Sonic punches Shadow, Mario, and Luigi out of here. Get out of here! And then Allie says, "Try reading this. I love you because your country is beautiful." Aw, thank you, Allie. You're so sweet. Mario? That's it, Persona 5 the series version of Shadow, Mario, and Luigi. You're out of here! And then Sonic punches... Oh, I see. King Pig. Urgh, how dare you say that? Sonic and Red punches King Pig and disappears. Wait. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Persona 5, the series' version of Luigi, is a fat greenhead? Fat Luigi, fat Luigi, fat Luigi, fat Luigi. And no, I'm only talking about Persona 5, the series Luigi, not the Simpsons series revival Luigi. I'm just calling the Persona 5, the series Luigi, a green fatty, not Simpsons series revival. Yeah. And then Joker says, "Where did my Red Dead Redemption go?" Oh, what? Maybe the Noid took it? Ah! And then Luigi says, "Haha, good one. And yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah." And then Allie says, I come from Indonesia, and I'm a cat lover. Every time I want to eat, I can't bear to see them who haven't eaten. Aw. Well, you're very sweet, Allie. Persona 5, the series Joker. "No, get your butt over here. No, because I know what you're going to do." No, I did not. I did not steal your stupid game. If you want that, you want, forget it. Just here. I already got you another Dead Redemption game. Now shut up and stop accusing me. Gosh. Ugh. And I did not steal your game. Ah. And then Jared says, oh my gosh, I'm a cat lover too. Allie, we have something in common. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, this is getting annoying. I know, Bart. It's also annoying me every time I try to stand up. I always fall over. Persona 5 the series is Joker. It was on Morgana's as bad. I think I might give another Red Dead Redemption game to Ryuji if he wants to play it. Thank you! Now don't ever accuse me of stealing games like that ever again. Oh, why do I keep on falling over? I don't know, Sailor Moon. I guess that's just how it is. Ugh. And then Jared says, yeah, tell me about it. I've been having the same problem to where my characters keep on falling over in my episode or my live streams. Right? Persona 5 the series, John Martson. And go home. You're drunk, the Noid and his father. Fine, we'll go. Come on, son. Let's head on back home. Okay, Dad. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Well, guys, since that the Noid and his father went on back home because they were drunk, the Noid, Shadow brings the Noid's mother back, brings back the Noid's mother with a pamphlet. I don't have a figure of her, Shadow, so sorry, I just don't. And then Luigi says, ha 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 ha, laughs at the Noid and White Zucconi so super duper hard. Luigi, you are so dumb for laughing at my best friend and his dad. You stupid, green, fatty face scowl loser pants from the Simpsons series revival. You kidnap Mario to steal his fun every day, and I'm sick of it. You know what? I should have reintroduced you to my old... I should have introduced my old friend the Wither to you when I had the chance. Meaning, you and the Wither would get along. Because the Simpsons series revival Luigi and the Simpsons series revival Wither are both psychopaths to Enderal Witch, Wither Skeleton, and Mario all the time. So yeah. And then Luigi says, well, that's what they get for calling me a green fatty all the time, you stupid blue fatty wolf Shadow Lily. You know, you're kind of a jerk to me. And you're a jerk to Mario a lot too, Luigi, because you would always bully Mario every single day, and I'm sick of it. You know what? I kind of wish that I introduced the Wither to you, Luigi, because... Wait, what? Persona 5 The Series Shadow says Luigi is a green fatty just like his stinky minions Peach and Daisy. Ha! Oh my gosh. Now that's a good one, Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog from Persona 5 The Series. That's what the Simpsons series revival Luigi deserves for always stealing Mario's fun all the time. And then that's the same thing with the Wither. And then the Simpsons series revival Luigi says, ha ha, and I'm not a jerk to my brother. And be quiet, Shadow. Actually, you are. Because you always put Mario in the cooler a lot, Luigi, said Persona 5 The Series Shadow. Gary, watch your stupid mouth. Otherwise, I'll choke you in your sleep. And then Persona 5 The Series Shadow says, I should have called Officer Minion on Luigi for abusing Mario a lot. And then Luigi says, no, I'm not. And it's not all the time. It's sometimes. Oh, right. Because of your stinky minion Daisy. That's why. Luigi can't abuse Mario because of his stinky minion Daisy. Yeah. Luigi can't... Oh. Sonic says, whoa, that got dark. That got dark. Right? Diamond Steve says, right, Jeezo. Luigi can't abuse Mario because of his stupid minion Daisy. Luigi, well, it's true. You can't even abuse Mario anymore because of your stinky yellow-robed minion Daisy. Wah, wah, wah. Luigi can't hurt Mario because of his stinky yellow-robed minion Daisy. Luigi can't abuse Mario. Wait, Luigi, shut up! Punches Shadow with it. Wait, what? And then Mario says, oh my goodness. And then Gary says, WTF, Shadow Lily? WTF? Stop! Watch your mouth or I'll strangle you in your sleep! Yeah, Gary, don't make Shadow Lily worse, okay? Because he will strangle you in your sleep if you don't stop. Luigi, calm down, you fat green baby. Wanna make Bart play Yandere Simulator? Ho, 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 ho. And you better say yes on that, because Luigi needs to learn to force Bart to play Yandere Simulator. Ho, 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 ho. Oh. And then Persona 5 The Series John Martin, you better not. Okay, fine. And then Luigi says, oh no, don't even get me started with you, you stupid white rabbit. Oh, whatever, you fat green sorry excuse of a brother to Mario, Luigi. Ho 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 ho. You see, this is why I'm getting annoyed by this right now. You know what? I am sick and tired of these dang villains annoying Luigi. Like, he's not even trying to be a sorry excuse of a brother. He's just trying to make sure that this Mario guy from the Simpsons series revival doesn't go after the other version of me. Gosh! Gosh! Why? John Martson in Mafia the Rabbit. Mafia the Rabbit is a stupid rabbit. It's stupid bunny, stupid dumb rabbit, nabbit. Bart says, whoa, 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 calm down. We've all been there. Just calm down, all right? Oh. Thank you, Simpsons series revival version of me. I just can't stand these dang villains insulting Luigi. Like, come on. No, Luigi is not a loser, okay? He was just trying to make sure Mario doesn't go after the other version of me. And then Shadow says, play Yandere Simulator, Simpsons series revival, Bart. No, he's not playing that dumb game. How many times do I have to tell you that? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Hey. There. Calm down, Bart. I got you. Thank you. And then Bart says, no problem, Lisa. Shut up, Bart. And then Homer says, Lisa, don't ever say that to your brother. And then Bart says, no, I'm not playing Yandere Simulator. And I'm never, ever going to do that because it's rated M for mature. Right? It's just, right? Right? Persona 5 the series Shadow is so fat that he's just too stupid to understand that Yandere Simulator is rated M for mature. How many times do I have to tell Shadow that? Jeezo. Right. You know what? No. That's it. I'm delivering more Hello Kitty stuff to Lisa. Okay. All right. Virtual send to Lisa and then Gary says, WTF, Lisa? And Homer says, can you not say that in front of my daughter, Gary, okay? Yeah, Gary, you need to learn to just shut up and stop being a jerk to the other Homer's daughter, okay? I got in trouble with Homer that... I already got in trouble with Homer. I already got in trouble with Homer with that for once. And I'm not getting in trouble with that because of you again, Gary. Gosh. I'm really sorry about this, Homer. I'm just so annoyed. And then Homer says, oh no, you are not. Blocks the door, blocks the house. Hey! You know what? You know what? Wait. And then Joker says, you skipped my comment. Really? What did it say? John Martin, you better not. I already read that. Like, what are you talking about? What? Oh. And then Homer says, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Getting in trouble. What are you talking about getting in trouble? Just curious, and that's okay, Sonic. That's okay. That's okay, Gary. I forgive you always. Oh. Oh, back when Joe the manager kicked you and your family out, I made the worst decision of my life, and that was to say poopy face to him because he was so rude to you and your family, Homer. That's why I got in trouble for calling Joe a fat angry doofus. So that's why. And then Gary says, you hate me? What? No, 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 no. I don't hate you. It's just that I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get in trouble because of you again. Because last time. And then Homer, why would you say that? Just concern. Oh, about that, it's because Joe was not very nice to you nor your family. That's why I insulted Joe, because he was very rude to you and your family. And he keeps mocking you behind my back by saying stuff like, Arg, no more of your pathetic nonsense. Don't ever say that pathetic nonsense to me. Look, I know that you look, I get it, Homer. I already understand that you did tell Lisa to behave in the car until Joe the manager ruined it by being a jerk. That's why I called Joe a fat cranky doofus that time. Because he was not very nice, trust me. He was not very nice. And believe it or not, and whether you believe it or not, Joe was very rude to you and your family, Homer. Just saying, like Joe the manager was so mean. And then Homer says, "Yeah, I know. It's just his attitude, and I get it. And I get it. I am trying to be, and I am trying everything I can to be the best father to my kids. Look, I know. Look, yeah, right? I don't even know why that fat orange doofus named Joe the manager doesn't get that. Like, I don't even know why Joe doesn't get that." Well, Sonic. And then Joker says, please don't skip that one, BronySonici4 Senpai. Okay, I'm not going to skip it. I'm just trying to keep an eye on it carefully so I don't accidentally skip it this time, because whenever I tried to read that comment, it was not there. Trust me. I could see what Jared means about the comments not popping up for the way he wanted it to be. Just saying, like, yeah. And then Homer says, I wouldn't say that if I were you. Ooh, alright, cause you're gonna get in trouble again. Oh, right. Sorry, Homer. Er, er. Oh. Oh, yeah, because of... Yeah, and then Jared says, yeah, I'll keep an eye on my comments too when I do my live streams. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not... Persona 5, the series Shadow. Miku has a crush on Bart. Miku has a crush on Bart. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have a crush on Bart. I'm his idol, not his crush. How many times do I have to say that? Gosh. And then Homer says, "That's okay, Sonic. I forgive you." And then Gary says, "Bye. Sorry." Aww. It's okay, Gary. I understand if you have to leave. If you have to leave, then you can leave if you want to. All right then. Bye. Okay, goodbye, Gary. And then Jared says, "Bye, Gary, and that's okay. I'll see you on Tuesday." I know. Yeah, I know. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Because the last time my dad did that, he got in trouble because of the Noid turning every single girl into giants. And it's on Jared's live stream, Sonic. Yeah, I know. This red fatty named the Noid swooped in and ruined everything by turning girls into giants at Room City? What is wrong with him? Right? And then Sonic says, "Oh my gosh, can't believe Metal Sonic was a stupid jerk to Gary." Right? That's the same issue with me. That's kind of like the same issue with me whenever Master Robotnik was a baby about it. Every time he's always like, "I'm after you because you ruined my life whenever you got angry because back in 2009, where." Yeah, that's how bad Master Robotnik really is. I mean, he's just such a baby sometimes. And then Jared the Hedgehog says, "Oh my gosh, that was horrible. That dingus." And then Allie says, "Hello." "Oh, hello, Allie." And then Jared says, "Hello, Allie." And then Allie says, "Hi." "Oh, hello, Allie." And then Sonic says, "Ha, yeah, that's true." And guys, did you watch the newest? When are you ending the live stream, BronySonic4 Senpai? When my 3-hour review is up, at least. Well, anyways. And guys, if you're watching this, what was your reaction to BronySonic4 Senpai's post whenever he said that he finally made it a whole new cape for at least 4 different versions of Sonic, like the blue cape for like 4 blue capes, like one of them for the neutral Sonic, the second one for angry Sonic, the third one for supersonic, and then the 4th one was for hypersonic. What was your guys' reaction to my latest post about giving capes to Sonic from Sonic Adventures the series as cameos? My reaction was like, what? BronySonic4 Senpai gave Eve the Sonic event. Wait. And then Jared says, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. You did a fantastic job, Puppy Aqua, to make it look like my version of Sonic's cape. Yeah, I know. That was so... yeah, I know. I know. I really tried. And then Joker says, You had to buy the Super Saiyan Goku for Sonic Adventures the series' hypersonic effect, Jared? Well, if I had to guess, yeah, Jared probably did. No, wait. Yeah, that would be so. No, wait. And then Jared said, yeah, that would be so awesome if you did that. If I did what? For getting Super Saiyan Goku for Sonic's effect? Yeah, I'm hoping so too. One of these days, though. But in order to do so, oh, I admit that Akita Neru is not going anywhere. Because all I have to do is to get another Hatsune Miku figure so I could remake her into an Akita Neru figure. So that way, Akita Neru can finally become Barta's bodyguard in the My Colorful Stage Simpsons series. So stay tuned for that. Jared says, and it's actually my buddy's Super Saiyan effect. And if you bought the Super Saiyan Goku figure, that's what I was saying. Oh, I see. Well, I'll see what I can do to go and get that because the Super Saiyan effects nowadays are like hard, like really hard to get to, but whenever I try to buy a Super Saiyan Goku for that effect, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like somewhat expensive, and I'm still saving up my money for that stuff. So yeah. And then Jared says, but now I'm using it for Supersonic and Hypersonics as special effect. Well, your buddy, Jared's buddy, Caden, kind of got lucky because he bought the Super Saiyan Goku for Diddy Kong and Friends, but me, however, not so much because I'm still saving up money for other characters to come out too, like Akita Neru and Comic Book Guy. And I also have to save up to buy some more of all of the other Sailor Girls, which are Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Jupiter too. And then Jared says, geez, sounds tough for you. I feel bad. Hopefully you'll get it someday. This is your answer. 1 times 10. It equals 10. So, yeah. Well, aw, man, I can't believe... man, I can't believe Mafia the Rabbids said that celebrating BronySonici4 Senpai's birthday tomorrow has got to be stupid. Wait, Mafia actually said that? Yeah, every time me and my family get to have a conversation with both Puppy Aqua and Mayor Ryder put all together, villains would always show up and ruin it. Like this one time in today's episode of the My Colorful Stage Simpsons series, Mafia showed up and said that celebrating in BronySonici4 Senpai's Senpai's birthday has got to be stupid? What the heck is wrong with him? I know, right? And then Shadow says, Mayor Ryder is the dumbest mayor ever. The Noid should have been mayor. What? How dare you say that I'm a dumb mayor? Take that back right now, or I will call Officer Minion to arrest you. Ooh, Shadow. But worse, I'm gonna call Joker over here if you don't take it back right now. And then Allie says, better if the division, 1 divided by 10? I don't remember that answer yet. And then Spider-Man says, yeah, take that back right now, Shadow. And then Shadow says, never. The pigs and Joker won't stop me. Not even John Marston. And then Shadow says, shut up, Spider-Man. Batman should have been the mayor. Hey. You better take that back right now. Okay, that is it. I'm about to call Joker back over here right now. And then... Wait, hold on. What the? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Noise Putty didn't have a comment? The Noise Putty comment is not there? Oh my gosh. Well, sorry, Jared. It looks like I couldn't read your comment right now because the Noise Putty comment is still not there. And then Persona 5 the series Shadow. You don't even know who was John Marston, you stupid mayor. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna call Joker instead. Boop, 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 boop. Mayor Ryder calls Persona 5 the series Joker. Hello, Joker. Your arch nemesis, Shadow, for some reason, is at it again for making fun of me. What? Oh my gosh. Didn't I just teach Shadow a lesson? You did, but Shadow still doesn't learn his lesson. Alright, I'll be on my way. Bye, Joker. Bye. There, you see, Shadow? This is why I called Joker over to get you out of here. Persona 5 the series Joker and John Marston beats up Shadow. Get out of here, Persona 5 the series Shadow. Okay, gosh. Thank you. Now don't ever come back again, you stupid, annoying Shadow. And then Jared says, oh, that's okay. I'll type it up again. Ugh. Those guys are so annoying. I know, right? Tell me about it.